you've decided to join me in a team for lemons, and I want to show you the car that we got.
Okay.
Okay. 91 Capri, 1.6 NA, front-wheel drive, 5-speed, convertible. Okay.
Okay.
So. Here she is.
Okay. Small. I'm assuming it's light.
And I think the curb weight's about 2,300 pounds.
Oh, perfect. Right,
And
buddy?
it did come with a spoiler originally,
At some point.
but we're gonna put a big old wang on it.
Big old wing. Big old aluminum GT wing on it. I can dig it. Alright, let's see. Oh, these seats are going to have to go out.
We're gonna need the racing seats anyways.
Oh, yeah.
We'll need some sort of like lightweight aluminum. What the fuck?
Out.
Dark.
Okay. 140 with
190.
192. Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I drove it an hour here from Wharton to my house, and never got hot. It had plenty of power. It felt like Morgan was actually impressed by how much it accelerated.
Okay. It's one of the benefits of having lightweight cars.
And then,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Here. Okay.
The only thing that I don't necessarily like about this car
Uh-huh.
is the mass airflow sensors assembly.
Mm.
It is all funky. I mean, it works, but it's just like if there's an issue, I kind of feel like there'd be an issue.
There might be a problem.
What I'm trying to figure out is tuning for it. But
Okay.
like say I was able to tune an old OBD1 Mustang with like a tweaker, like a little chip.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like an actual like
Oh,
metal.
no, it's called a tweaker. No, not a crackhead.
It's like, bro, I got this. It's no worries. It's like, all right, man.
No. So
Is it an aluminum head and aluminum block, or is it?
it is definitely aluminum head. I believe it looks like an iron block actually.
Okay. Well, at least it'll take heat well. How are the bushing? Control arm bushing?
No idea. But I think a polyurethane set, if available, or if we have to find something.
Just get a universal kit and make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would probably be my first step. That and removing the top. I don't think we're gonna need the top.
No, we're gonna definitely get rid of the top because the whole reason I got the convertible, or a convertible is a good idea. We can make the cage as tall as we want.
Perfect.
So, because the whole rules of it is we have to have the cage with foam 2 inches away from the
From the top of the helmet. Okay.
And I have a large torso. I have a tall torso. My legs are short. Torso's tall. Morgan's legs are actually longer than my legs. So.
That's all right. Okay. So polyurethane mounts all the way around. Everything that we can find, and if we can't find something, we'll just get some caulk or polyurethane and just fill them out with it. That'll work perfect. I can't imagine. Do you know what the weight distribution is?
I was thinking about trying to find some scales, but they're like $600.
Fuck that.
We could take this off, the trunk off, if we wanted to, and make it fucking like a car, like a truck almost.
Yeah.
Like a ute.
Yeah. Remove the trunk.
Because this is an Australian car. Well, do you want to take it for a spin real quick?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Of course they want it. Does it have an exhaust leak?
Yes.
Sounds rowdy.
It does. There's a bolt missing. Like right at the connection.
Airbag light. Oh, is there a bushing missing or broken in the shifter? It feels
Possibly.
Like it. It feels like it.
It definitely needs some sort of short throw.
Yeah, it does.
Because like it's literally first and fifth.
Feels light. All the brakes are gonna need some help for sure.
Yes. Yes, and a bush motor mount
Okay.
needs some help. That was what a motor mount was.
Suspension is
Compliant.
compliant, let's say. Steering's a little all over the place. Like there's not much feed before you start moving, and there's not a lot of feeling in this. So, if there is power steering, I'd say pull it out, make it hardwired or something.
Put a manual or
Put
just
a
go manual.
yeah,
rack.
put a manual rack in it if you can. If you can find them. Not bad. Oh, this thing's silly.
Motor mounts are kind of hard to find on this one, apparently.
I don't doubt it.
So we'll have to figure out something.
Just fill the broken one with silicone, call it a day. Okay, short shifter, bushings, motor mount, maybe an exhaust. Ooh, those brakes are terrible. All right, we're to the floor.
You were in second, though.
I am in second. That's 60 miles an hour. Oh, this thing's gonna be great. There's very little rigidity in the chassis. It's very light, but there's nothing there, so I'm glad we're putting a cage on it.
And then maybe some subframes.
Yeah.
And I think
just like a piece.
we put some mounts, or not mounts, like some bars on the front struts and the rear.
Right.
Tie those in together on the top and the bottom, and then
it should be solid.
Yeah. Have a lot more stiff car and a lot more that you can trust.
Something to help this steering, because
it also probably has a rubber rag joint in it, and it might, bad.
Yeah.
So maybe we put like a solid joint in there, because my Fox has a solid joint with the manual steering. Put a solid joint, might be better off.
Change direction. It's like it kind of goes in the direction. It's not. It'll point to where you go, but there's no feeling in it whatsoever. And that's just because it's so light. Because the tires are light, the suspension's light. I'm sure the chassis is light. The two heaviest things in this car are the people in it, so we're gonna try. That's not bad, but it's very progressive, and then it loads up. Yeah. So what happens is, like, I give it like 10 or 13 degrees, or 15 degrees of steering angle, and it does nothing, and then I load it up a little bit more, and then it's like, oh, we're changing direction. That's gonna be really problematic because it's hard to get a linear feeling out of it. That's first gear. Oh, we're gonna have to start way at the back and then work our way up. That's 70.
I don't know if we'll pass anybody. We just got to be able to go past them when they're pitting or in the paddock.
Oh yeah, for sure. We just got to keep it rolling. Like, if it had more power, it'd be scarier. This is like timid, scared almost. But if it had any more power, it'd be terrifying. We're also not off the peg. We're at 175, a little bit above that.
I think that's right at 200.
Okay, cool.
Because I think the next one's 225 and then 250 on the mark. So we're right at 200, which is where I was at the whole time.
Okay, sweet. So as long as we keep it there, we should be all right. Okay. Not a bad starting point.
Nope. I think it's pretty solid.
I wouldn't even worry so much about the chassis, because as long as we get the cage in and we mount it up perfect, or mount it up good, that's going to be all the structural rigidity we need. All right, so when this 1.6 blows up, we're definitely swapping it with like a B series or a D series.
I think the only thing that we need to do is, when we make the cage, fabricate a top for it, just like a sheet metal top, so that we're not, like, the sun's not just beating down on you.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. So, but
we'll put like a blue tarp over the top of it.
But I do think that getting rid of that, the seat, I think that would be kind of fun to make it a ute.
Yeah, absolutely. Just remove everything from here on back. Just take a Sawzall and just along that polyline. That'll be hysterical.
As long as we tied it, we got to tie it in, because it is unibody.
It is a unibody?
Yes.
Okay.
So can't do too much, but
is there any way we can? I don't know. I'm sure this doesn't add much. There's got to be some type of subframe underneath it that we can just kind of. I mean, we don't need it to be.
I mean, there's definitely a subframe. That's one thing. Subframe connectors, do the cage, do strut bars. There's even a guy on on the Facebook group that I joined for the Capris, which I think would be a good idea for you to join as well.
Okay.
They made freaking coilovers.
They did make coilovers,
but it was like a one-off, like
group buy. Yeah. Do we know? Is there like a Ford Taurus fan upgrade that we can use on this and just have it on a switch?
There might be. Radiator is not all the way.
It's not?
Nope.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
And I mean, it's full air, but it's not all the way there. We could probably find. There's no radiators for this available.
Well, that's fine.
So we could probably, but I can You can make radiators fit. You can make them fit. That's the easiest thing to make fit. Make some new brackets.
Yeah. If we can make like a lower lip that kind of directs the air up and.
Oh yeah, exactly. Make it air dam with a lower lip, because you can do whatever the fuck you want as far as like fucking make out of plywood. It doesn't matter as long as it's attached structurally and not gonna move.
Oh, we could absolutely do that. All we'd have to do is add on to the bottom here because that's a lot of space, regardless.
We drop it. I mean, think about.
Yeah, I can fit my entire hand in there, no problem.
And then if
find like a nice front bumper splitter just to direct air up into the engine bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and then
I've been thinking
make
about
some vents in the hood.
Yeah, like put a cow hood on it.
Well, not just cow, but like when I was there at Lemons, there's a lot of ones that had just like the slotted.
Oh,
wheels,
like they angled it a little bit. Yeah. I've seen those. Those are amazing.
Nah, I don't know about you. We don't need it for the Lemons racing, but I kind of want the pop-up headlights to work.
You want to keep the pop-up headlights?
I don't know why. I just
okay. We'll do the sleepy eye mod, so it's like
yeah. Like have it like
halfway
up a little bit.
That'll be perfect. And then we can put some plexiglass, or not plexiglass, but like some like clear plastic around it, so it makes it more aerodynamic.
I don't know if we're aerodynamically challenged.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I mean, with making it a
30
Ute,
to 40 miles an hour, how much,
when we're making a Ute out of it, I think we're. Oh, and you know what? We have to have it like a theme. And I was thinking, since it's a convertible Capri, call it Capri-sun.
We're painting it back to silver.
Yeah, and then a yellow pool noodle.
Out the top of it.
Right?
Perfect.
Freaking straw, man.
Perfect. I love it. And then we can paint the hood like the designs for the different flavors.
Yeah.
That'll be dope. I'm in for it.
Okay, cool. Convertible Capri-sun.
Capri-sun.
Project Capri-sun.
Project Capri-sun. Oh, I love it.
All right, so you've driven it, you've seen it. What do we think?
It's a good thing it's lightweight.
Not a lot of power.
Not a lot of power. It likes to rev, which is always fun. I think if we play into those characteristics and we don't try and make it something that it's not, I wouldn't say add in a bunch of horsepower. I wouldn't say anything like that. It needs to be lower, it needs to be stiffer, it needs to brake better, it needs to handle better. I think that's the four main things that we need to focus on.
Because it is, like we said before, it's a momentum machine.
It's going to be a momentum machine.
And it needs to be able to be reliable. So horsepower is not in the cards at the moment. But reliability of the engine, making it to where it's 100%, it's actually really good already. Like I don't think I have any problems with the engine whatsoever.
It's not bad.
But
Not bad.
we'll make it a little bit better on it, and then we will finish with suspension, brakes, cooling, stuff like that, so that we do not have any issues when we are going balls to the wall.
Yeah.
So
when we say no horsepower, we don't mean like we're not going to do anything. We're not going to put it like an air filter. We're not going to do an exhaust on it. What we're not going to do is we're not going to put it like a turbo on it.
Yeah.
I don't think that thing would handle a turbo very well. Although
there was a turbo.
You pull the KO3 off of this one, you slap it on there. I think
there was turbo Capris.
There were turbo Capri.
XR2
Capris.
turbo Capri.
Yeah.
And so it's a possibility, but again,
I think
we don't need to get ahead of ourselves.
No.
If we're trying to make a race and we want to, the first goal of Lemons is to finish it.
Yeah.
Then once we finish it, we can start getting better and better and better and better. But if we can finish it, then we're good to go. What we're gonna do is we are gonna go ahead. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna write down some plans. We're gonna get some thoughts together on it.
Some ideas together.
And or we're gonna end off the video here. Gonna do the thoughts and plans and all that stuff, and we will see you guys later. Thanks again for watching Sasquatch Performance Garage. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got plenty to come with that Capri. We got stuff to come with the Golf more. We got the 96 F350. We got the Fox body. We got all that stuff that we're still working on. So see you guys later.